Welcome back to Zero to Fightstick, the tutorial series that shows you how to build a fight stick from the ground up. Now let's pretend you've got your PCBs installed, but how do you connect them to the console or system of your choice? Without, we don't want to run a wire, say, from that PCB out through these holes or something, and maybe a good yank just breaks everything. That would be bad. Plus, I'm using the retro board, and I don't think I want to open my case every time I want to change to a different system. So what's the solution to that? Well, it's passthroughs. Now, a lot of people use the Neutrik passthroughs. I'm using something different for this project. This is these little faceplates are from my Cable Mart, as well as these keystones. So if you search for blank plate D-series connector, I believe you'll find it on mycablemart.com. Free plug, there you go. And you can get USB-C, you can get CAT5, CAT6, whatever you like. And to get these smashed together, you really just line up the correct tabs. So there's a top tab like that. And really, I just took pliers and kind of mashed it together until it snapped together. Once they're together, though, they're not coming apart, so be mindful of that. Luckily, these are all pretty low cost, I think. They're cheaper than even Neutrik connectors, and I think, there's no option for something that fits this. That's a USB-C that is from Neutrik. Yeah, I could use the EtherCon series for the retro connector, but, while I'm there, I just got this. Also, I got these fun little doors. If you saw the previous one, I had those plastic doors. I don't think they look as good, but they were there. And that was my budget at the time. So what we're going to show you is how to install those. All right. So on the AFS case, you've the typical one, at least the 18-inch, has a three option button, and 3 smaller holes for the center here. And I've got a switch installed to switch between my PCBs. So all we need to do is remove these existing screws, and these guys are a little short, and what you may need to do is hold on to the back nut that's retaining them so you can remove them. Now, if I was just putting in this, I wouldn't have to get anything else, but with the addition of the door, it's just a little bit too long. So I'm going to go ahead and ply these off. There we go. There is a little lock washer and nut that you want to hold on to, though, but otherwise we'll put those there. I went out and got replacement screws. I believe these are 440s, 1/2 inch. So, like so. And all we want to do is line up the door on the outside. Unlike in the previous one, we're not putting anything on the inside because these guys just slide up right and fit right against flush the door there. And they're pretty close. So let's make sure. Whoop, oh no, don't want to drop too many things. Okay, and I probably need to find one of the lock washers here in a second. Ah, where'd he go? Anyway, we'll find it here shortly. Let's go ahead and remove the other one just to be sure. Oh, there he is. Never mind. Found you. He escaped anyway. And just a reminder, I like to have a tray or other cup, whatever, to hold your screws so they don't get lost. It's really easy to bump something and have them fly off, and then you have to spend 10 minutes. Whoa, just like that almost did, but I somehow caught it. Ooh, glad I caught that on camera. Anyway, so now that we have these available, let's go ahead and see if we can try to get one of these lined up. This is going to be our RJ45, so I'm going to get this guy lined up on the underside, and I like the tab facing down, so we're just going to do that and try and line this up. Whoop. Gotta get the door first. And once you get one, it's a little easier because things are a little bit more lined up, but holding this door open is just, takes a little bit more dexterity. Okay, trying this again. Oh. Now, of course, you do not need these covers or any doors whatsoever. This is just a vanity thing for me. In fact, who knows, I may have it off 2 months later, or even less than that if it just doesn't really work out. Okay, I've got this lined up now. This is good. I want to keep pressure on that screw while I get the lock washer on, so that it doesn't go anywhere. Come on. And this is 1/2 inch. If you want to get a 3/4 inch and be a little longer, it works fine with this guy. Okay, what I can do is just take my precision screwdriver, try to line it up. I think I got it. Hold in the nut, and if I'm getting it, maybe I am. Doesn't feel like it. Nope. So I get trying to do it blind. Well, I think it's working. Just have to hold that nut in somehow. Hey, we got one. All right. So all you have to do is repeat with the other side, and of course the same goes for the USB connector. And once again, I'm doing a CAT6 or Cat5. It doesn't really matter. They should be compatible to go to the retro board, and USB-C goes to a USB-C hub I'll be installing, which then connects to the universal fight board as well as the Magenta, and a little goodie here. So I've pre-installed, say, the Magenta software and other useful tools like the Brook updaters, so that you know, wherever I go, if I plug in the USB-C cable and then I need to adjust the Magenta, or I need to update the firmware, then I've got it. Or I put on the manuals as well. So, you know, it's a good kit. You might also want to consider mapping tools like the Xbox 360 controller emulator, X360CE, and so on. And also I put a little file with my address and such, so if this gets lost, then you know, they can look it up somehow, on the off chance that they're honest and good. Anyway, so that's how you do pass-throughs, and that looks exciting to me. I don't know about you, I just like stupid little things like this. So there you go. All right, happy building, and see you in the next episode. Okay, just a little postscriptum, I guess. So this is what it looks like installed. I think they're a little tall. Not sure I super like them, or we'll do them in future builds, but I spent so much money on them, I gotta use them now. Anyway, unlike my previous builds where you use the Neutrik little rubber gaskets, you don't use it with these specific doors because they have them kind of built into the underside, and I don't think they'd fit anyway. So just little gotchas there to watch for if you decide to use these Neutrik SCCD-W doors instead of the regular ones. But really, I'm not sure I'm going to bother with these in future builds. I'm not sure. It's kind of cool, but these things really have some good swing pressure. So who knows? Maybe in a month or two, I'll decide, no, this is not worth the trouble, and take them off. I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. Have fun. Whether you use doors or not, I definitely recommend use pass-throughs in any build you have. They're just so useful. And they're just it's impractical to use not do that otherwise. All right, that said, look forward to the next episode.